He's missed 5 games after the next game, Sunday night in Oakland against the Raiders. Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott will be eligible to return to the team for the final 2 games of the regular season against the Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Stephen Jones, Cowboys Executive Vice President, appearing on the Doomsday podcast with Matt Mosley and Ed Werder, said of Elliott, "I think he was playing a little heavier than he did last year. I think he was wanting to lose some weight and really recommit himself to the game. Obviously, serving the suspension, you could argue that it was a little on the heavy side, but in spite of all that," boy, that's the understatement of the millennium. It was a little on the heavy side. Based upon what the Cowboys have said all along, yeah, they would argue it was a little on the heavy side. In spite of all that, he made some poor decisions. He made some poor decisions. He paid a price for it. Our expectation, he comes back ready to play and hopefully even better than when he left. How about that? He made some poor decisions and he paid a price for it. That's a strong statement. Stats.
Well, I mean, you noticed it, and Chris Sims noticed it as soon as we saw Zeke on the field. He did not look like the same guy, both size-wise and production on the field.
Hey, I don't think he's talking about a decision to eat a donut over a salad. He made some poor decisions, and he paid a price for it. I'm a little bit stunned that a key executive with the Cowboys, after defending this guy, because the argument has been he never got a fair shake to prove his innocence. So what poor decisions is he talking about? The Cowboys' view is the guy never should have been suspended at all. I'm just stunned that Stephen Jones would say that Ezekiel Elliott made some poor decisions and paid a price for it. But you're right. Before he was suspended, he looked a little thicker, and all you had to do was explore social media for some of the comparisons. Elliott at Ohio State, Elliott last year with the Cowboys, and Elliott this year. I mean, he definitely, there's a point where you're no longer showing off a six-pack when you pull up your shirt. Right? You're showing off a keg. And he was moving in that direction. He was. So we'll see what kind of shape he's in. He's been out of the country for an extended period of time. He's kept himself completely out of view. We have yet to see any of the TMZ cameras. I mean, the guy goes out in public, there's going to be somebody with a phone that's going to try to interview him and sell it to TMZ, and we haven't seen any of that in the past 6 weeks. So you've got the Cowboys at 7-6. You've got the Packers at 7-6, and both teams jostling for a playoff berth. And I think both could be very dangerous if they would make it into the postseason field. And stats, what may help the Packers, the tiebreaker that they hold by virtue of the win that came earlier in the year. Another thrilling late win by the Packers over the Cowboys in Dallas. That could be the difference between the Packers getting in and the Cowboys getting in. And I think either team would be very dangerous when you consider the injury to Carson Wentz, and that other than the Saints and the Panthers, the rest of the teams in the postseason field really don't have that playoff experience that's going to make it easy for them to just kind of hit the ground sprinting in January. I think a team like the Cowboys with a healthy Ezekiel Elliott and a Dak Prescott, who has improved in Elliott's absence. He didn't at first, but Jerry Jones, the owner of the team, noted on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas on Tuesday that Dak has gotten better without Elliott there. It did take a while, but it finally did occur. Prescott has improved. He had 3 touchdown passes, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Not that he threw it 80 yards in the air, but you get my point. He's generating more offense with his arm than he previously was. So he's getting better, and you give him back Ezekiel Elliott, and chances are he's going to be even better. This could be a dangerous team in the postseason. Not that they have a recent history of postseason success. The farthest they've gotten is the divisional round, right? They haven't played in the NFC Championship game since 1995. Cowboys, Washington, Detroit, the only 3 teams in the NFC that haven't played in the NFC Championship game since 1995. And but you give them Elliott and an improved Prescott and a defense that, if you have healthy pieces there, can perform better than people expect. Maybe the Cowboys can make things interesting.